He pretended to be devastated by the death of his best friend, but they secretly loved each other. He wasn't going to let his wife find out.
Show me where you shot me. Show me where.
On top of that right there.
Top of the head?
Yes, sir.
The call that triggered the investigation was chilling.
Is he breathing? Oh my God! My husband is dead.
Okay, is that your husband?
My husband's freaking out. Yes, and
Okay.
my friend. My daughter. Elizabeth, get outside!
Ma'am.
She's on the floor. There's blood everywhere. Oh my God! He has a gunshot wound in the back of his head.
The crime scene was gruesome. The victim was lying lifeless in the basement of his house, surrounded by blood and gunshot wounds. That's what David Kinney, his wife and daughter, found. The best friend pretended to be surprised, but he was hiding a dark secret.
I can't not believe that.
How long you guys been looking?
8-9 years.
Oh, yeah.
My kids call him Uncle. He's supposed to go to the Bahamas with us in August.
Best buds, I think.
Yeah, he's one of my best friends.
He met him at coal mining classes years ago, and we just took him in as family.
I'm trying not to freak out. I'm sorry. I can't not see that. I'm not supposed to see that, man.
Where'd you go from the beginning? How you come about coming out here?
That right there is the weed eater is the whole plant.
Okay. The weed eater?
Yes, sir. We come to the basement door and knocked. Because my daughter knocked on the front door. I told her, I said, sis, go knock on the back door. She went up and knocked on the back door. Door was open. I went up right behind her. I noticed that the kitchen was scattered. There was stuff all over there. I told my wife, I said, Sherry, something's wrong.
The cops started looking for possible suspects, ex-partners of Brad, the victim, or people who had a problem with him in the past. However, one by one they ruled them out until they made statements at the police station. There was little hope of finding the culprit, but a key testimony would lead them to David, the best friend.
Sunday, we went to Grammy's. We were sitting around the table. It was just me and Brad and Heather, which is another cousin of mine. And he made a comment how this DJ guy, he was coming over. Brad's intent was it was romantic. He made a joke about taking a nap. And it wasn't taking a nap. He was insinuating that they were having sex. He was like quotation marks.
This was Sunday.
This was
The day
Sunday.
he was killed.
Yes,
What time did he leave?
between 1:30 and 2.
Really?
Yes, he was
That's the
supposed
first
to.
I heard of that.
He was dropping all the tuxes off. I also know that he was married. This is
Who
married.
told you that?
Brad did.
Brad told you?
Yeah. She, being the wife, didn't know all this time. They've been doing this for years. From what I understand, the two of them, Brad and DJ, kind of, I don't know if they laid low or they completely broke up. I guess they call him DJ or David Kenny.
Really?
Yes, the only
I
guy.
knew that.
Because it's the only guy he's ever told me about. It's the guy. That's him. That's him.
Detectives now had the information they needed to blame Kinney for the death of his best friend, and Brad's cousin revealed the relationship that they had kept secret. They also collected enough evidence to place him at the scene of the crime. The only thing left to do was to find him at the scene of the crime at the time it happened. So now all that was left for him was to confess to the brutal murder he had committed.
Where's your phone putting you at Brad's house the time he got killed? It's past 3.
I was not there when Brad was killed.
You were at his house.
Yes, sir. Oh, God.
You know exactly when he was killed.
Yes, sir, I know.
You were there when he was killed.
No, sir, I was not at his house when that man was murdered. Sir, I can't.
This is the guy she
Oh, my God, I know.
We're all these very things with your wife and can't you? Just don't have to be dead. You got a chance to come clean.
He was between a rock and a hard place, but he still decided to keep on lying until the detective's patience was exhausted. He couldn't take what he was saying anymore.
And he was gonna shoot me. But I got scared. I didn't know what to do. And then I left. Oh.
Okay.
I'm so scared.
It's okay.
He knew what I looked like. My vehicle was there. I did not know what to do.
What kind of gun was it?
I don't know too.
Why did you call the cops? Why did you do this elaborate story? Why did you put your own daughter in that basement with that boss? You did that.
Yes, sir.
And you knew he was down there. See? Damn it! What's you and your family?
According to David's story, Brad wanted him to leave his wife to officially start a relationship with him. That's when an argument ensued, and that was the trigger for the horrible murder.
He had it in his hand. Just kind of like waving at me, you know what I mean? Telling me, you know, I'm tired of you, I can't leave my emotions this long just to call it quits. He kept waving it at me, so I grabbed it.
Okay. What happened after you grabbed it?
I pushed him.
Okay. What happened? I saw.
The truth was that David didn't want the relationship he had with Brad to come out. That's the context in which he decided to kill him. However, the confession to the crime didn't mean that he pleaded guilty during the trial, but the evidence was such that there was no longer any doubt that he had committed the crime.
I would like to apologize to your family for all the hurt and pain that I put you through. I never meant for any of this to happen, and I wish I could take it all back. I know all the apologies in the world will never bring him back, but I want you to know I truly am sorry for it all.
The defendant shall serve life in prison without the possibility of parole